Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen and... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you over there. I didn't see you over there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't know. You didn't know. You didn't know. I don't always put out a sign or anything. I gotta be more considerate. Anyway. Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Unless I think of something after recording, I'm very sorry there's no real intro. I mean, you will have seen if there's one or not, depending on whether or not there was an intro. But as it is, right now, I'm not planning on one just because I'm in a rush. It is Thursday morning. I have therapy today. My computer's been loud starting up, but it's gone ticka 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 ticka. I've had to turn it off, shut it off. Lost a lot of time having to do that. It's quieter. It's not perfect, but it's at least running quieter. So that's a good thing. But so I'm behind, so likely no great time wasting things. I mean, it's hard to say it might. First off, my wrist is feeling better. I took my wrist brace off last night to sleep because I kept it on all day yesterday. It was on, from the moment I got up until the moment I had to go to bed. So I took it off to go to bed, and it felt good. It still feels good, so I'm being very careful. I don't want to do anything weird with it, but it feels good right now. Any twinges, and of course the brace is going back on. Thumbs up for that. My leg is feeling better. That is a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Just a quick Spider Chronicles update. The little spider up there is doing fine. She's on her web. She's getting slowly larger. She's eating bugs. Good thing. Over there, I mentioned before that there was a spider that had been over there. I think that is her. The one that's in her web now is the one that I first saw that was down below, but has since moved up. And she's up there. She's big. She's like half the size of the end of my thumb. So however, whichever direction that would be. This big with legs and all. So she's not huge. She takes up a wide area, but that's because her legs are very aggressive in her web as she's hanging. So, and I don't mind. I'm amazed. My arachnophobia is like 99% gone. So, I wouldn't want her crawling on me. I wouldn't want her crawling on me. I wouldn't want a centipede or a beetle crawling on me. So, thumbs up for that. And yesterday, my kitty cat came back and spent like 6 hours inside. Sat on my lap and just purred and was good. And then when I went to bed, she was in here. When I came back, she was still here. She's gone now. But she was in here for quite some time. Maybe she'll be back later. I can only hope. Definitely a thumbs up. That would be good. There's a big thing I want to talk about with Blizzard in China, and not just about Blizzard. I don't want to talk about it from a gaming point of view, but from a cultural and, oh boy, did they walk face first into a buzzsaw sort of way. But first, the other day, on Twitter and on Facebook, I said, I've been thinking, since my birthday is this month, the 26th, I turned 57, I was thinking, hey, should I buy myself a cake? No one else is going to buy me a cake. Should I buy a cake? Nobody here in life, in face-to-face meet space, IRL, is going to buy me a cake. So I was just thinking, hey, maybe I should buy myself a cake while I have some money. I won't be able to do it later on, but why not buy a cake? And so somebody on Facebook said, you know what? Is there a bakery near you? I'll call up. I'll order one. So I told them about where Safeway is. It's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles round trip there and back. They ordered me a cake. I went there yesterday, picked it up. It was $8.99. I had to pay for it, but they put $8.99 into my PayPal account to pay for it. So they bought me a cake. And I wanted to show it off. I can't do it perfectly, of course. I can't even remember how this thing opens. Oh, is this how it opens? It must be. There's a seal on it. There must be 2 seals on it? I don't know how these things open. Yes, there's 2 seals. But it says, "Happy birthday, Nearly Senior Citizen." And that is awesome. Very, very cool. That is really, really nice. So I'll have a cake, and that's a good thing. It's before my birthday, a little bit before. But you know what? It's the thought. Definitely the thought. I mean, who cares about the day? It's not the day. It's the point of what the day is. And thank each and every person who does something for me. It is appreciated. I mean, things feel rough for me now because I've got nobody anymore. I mean, I used to have family, but now that my mother's died and my father is in an adult family home 200 plus miles away and my vehicle not in good shape. So, and my brother-in-law and his family and my children aren't in Shelton anymore. I'm not even sure where they are. They lost their home. The last I heard, they were living in their own RV. So I don't know, but I don't have any family. I might get a happy birthday from my housemates if I remind them that my birthday happened. But thank you, each and every person. It is beautiful and wonderful and nice. It is appreciated to no end. Definitely a thumbs up. Actually slept moderately well last night. Oh, had to drink some more soda to try and get that caffeine into me, since I am a caffeine addict, as most of the world is. And there's actually nothing wrong with that. Caffeine, as long as you get your fix. If you're addicted, you actually, when you get your fix, work better mentally and physically than somebody who's not addicted. You just got to get your fix. But I went to bed and it's been so cold. So cold. So finally, I did throw that extra quilt under my bed. So yes, I have a fleecy. I have a quilt. I have another fleecy. I have a big quilt. It's not big and then it's heavy or thick, because they're not. I mean, they're just like this big. They're not big, thick quilts made for really cold weather. They're just something to keep a little warm if you need warmth. And so I threw that on top, with the sheet, fleecy, quilt, fleecy, quilt. It was actually warm. No sweating. No, just comfortably warm. And so I slept, and it was a good thing. I woke up early, like 5 o'clock, and then did some tossing and turning until I got up at 6. So still, I only got like 4.5, 5 hours sleep maximum. But that happens. I feel pretty good about it. And therapy is today, which is why it's 7:15 now. And I'm like a third of the way through my vlogging here. I need to start recording by 7 so I can edit by 7:30 so I can render by 8 so I can upload at 8:30 so I can have my therapy start at 9 o'clock. Hokey smokes. Yeah, it's a therapy day. And it's all online now since I can't afford to drive to Olympia. It costs a lot of money. And it's a good 30 miles there and then 30 miles back. Ugh, takes a long time too. One big road, Olympic Highway 3. No, it's not Olympic Highway 3, that goes the other way. It is, what was it? Washington Highway, like 110, something like that. And there's the one road, one major road, Washington Highway 110, that runs between Shelton and Olympia. And it's 20 miles. That's 20 minutes. Thumbs up for that. But yes, Blizzard Games, which is Activision, and China, and oh boy, because if you've heard the big Hong Kong protests, I mean, Hong Kong is in a bad situation. Isn't Hong Kong Taiwan? Whatever the heck it is. Now I can't even remember the names. How culturally terrible. But it's the smaller nation when China went over to communism and all that, this place got to stay democratic. It's still part of China, but it's a separate place. But still part of China, but a separate place. And so, boy, have there been tensions over the decades. Right now, there's huge riots going on. Massive riots. I am just absolutely terrified China is just going to go, you know what? You're just too much trouble. Crunch. And if that happens, who's going to stop them? Who? So I am really frightened for those people. And the rest of the world, of course. Because the Chinese market is huge. It's opening up. It is a modified communism and capitalism. The government and rich people get money. The common people and the poor don't. And of course they have this whole social networking thing going on where everybody is encouraged to report on each other, and if your ranking goes too low, then you lose the ability to do things like have public transportation, because you have to prove your social standing, and if it's too low, you can't take the bus or the train anymore, or fly, until you bring your social standing up. And how do you bring your social standing up? Why, being a good communist citizen, that's how. And giving up on your life and doing everything for the government. Because if you do that, your social standing goes up. Not good. And of course, but though, it is a huge market. It is burgeoning. It is growing. And anybody who wants to get big money really wants into China. And so Blizzard, Activision, they've been having esports. They have a division in that country where they've been doing things. And one of the people, I can't even remember his name, went and expressed his support, of course, for the people who were protesting. And he has been banned for a year from esports, from Activision. All of his prize money's been taken away. The two commentators that were there are all gone. They've just been scrubbed. They're gone. Blizzard has given statements to China saying, we understand and we do not want to give any offense to our fair country. Not the United States, our country. China. Blizzard is saying this. They've walked face first into a buzzsaw. People are dropping their game stuff right and left. Huge boycotts. People just uninstalling their stuff and saying no, their stock is nosediving. But they want that money. And so you have to appease the government. But appeasing the government is pissing off the rest of the world. But if you want those billions, you have to. And of course, the billions are so big and such a big market that if they wanted to, Blizzard Activision could just say, you know what? To hell with the American market. You guys suck. And piss off the rest of the world to say, you guys suck. And we'll make so much money from the Chinese market that it wouldn't even make a difference. But of course, that won't happen because these companies want all the money. They don't want some of the money. They don't want part of the money. They want all of the money. So they're trying to walk the, let's make sure we can sell everything to the Chinese government while also trying to appease everyone else we can see, so we can sell them stuff. And it's not working right now. So this is a big thing. Huge protests in Blizzard and Activision. The United States government has been chiming in. It's big. And Blizzard Activision walked face first right into this buzzsaw. So what's going to happen? I don't know, but it's scary. It's really rough. I mean, communism can be good. There's nothing wrong with the concept of communism. The way that communism has been traditionally employed through most of the major governments throughout history has been horrific. People are people. We abuse things. Give us an inch, we take a mile. Unfortunately, that comes into like with policing too. As much as I don't like the police we have because the system we have is not good, You have to have some form of policing, because asking human beings to police themselves without a third party to enforce is just simply sanctioning murder. Problem is, right now with our police force, that is sanctioned murder for so many people, and it's not good. We need a policing force. We don't need the system we have now. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having gone through and left me a comment. Thank you so very much, each and every one of you. I am not answering the comments right now unless it's accidental. I have good peripheral vision. I'm just reading the name, thanking the person. I'm going to read the comment, thank the person, if I can, answer as many as I can, thumbs up. I'm getting lost and confused. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended, and I get lost, as you can tell. So hopefully it's 20 to 25. I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I actually did that this morning. We have Lauren Elliott, thank you so very much. Kathy Kits Cat, thumbs up and thank you. Denial, greatly appreciated. And Suat38, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, always good to see you. ASAP Frostbite, good to see you in the comments as well, thank you. And Russian Timing, thank you for watching. I just wanted to say that. I've come to appreciate seeing you in the comments, and it is a good thing, thank you. Kairam Boss, thumbs up and thank you. Happy Wheels, it has been quite a time. 7 IP God, I wish I knew how to pronounce that better. Thank you so very much. And Chris Me, greatly appreciated. We have Paladin Walliam, thumbs up and thank you. Josh Sanabria, thank you very, very much. And I recognize your name for quite some time. You've been around a long time, thank you. And then we have Bailey Snyder, thumbs up and thank you. Overlord 9K, greatly appreciated. MF Doom, thumbs up and thank you. Blur's World, thumbs up and better. Then we have Black Paper, greatly appreciated, and thank you so very much. Maximilian with 3 X's, woo. Esau Nagar, greatly appreciated. Kachapuchi Paul, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have JL, greatly appreciated. Your Average Passerby, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Ice Demon, thank you so very, very much. And Asa Falega, I know I'm not close, but thank you, each and every one of you, so very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. Get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and then it's a good thing. Now, hopefully, I wanted to say this real quick, too. There's a guy has a channel, longer than my channel, I think. He's been doing massive amounts of videos. He usually only gets about 9 to 30 views on a video. And he's been doing it for as long as I have, or longer. And he's only been getting 9 to 15, maybe 20 on some of them, views on his videos. So I'm going to have a link up here. I hope that go check him out. He deserves it. He does good stuff. So, hey, thumbs up. And of course, Colin Reisenauer has a good channel. Check his stuff out. And Adrian Bryan, he does a nice little channel. That's a good thing too. Hopefully, I've got links. If not, Colin Reisenauer and Adrian Bryan usually comment pretty frequently in the comments, so check them out that way. That is a good thing, if I don't manage to get links. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I also have a PayPal link if you did not want to donate or help out in that fashion. And I have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to check that out with cat food, hamster food, silly things, and not so silly things on it. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. Oh, that's close. I gotta be so careful. I should probably put my wrist brace back on. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. A good thing. One thing I did want to say, I have noticed that back when I was married to my wife, one of the things I did was bump my voice up a register, and I talked up here so that my voice was higher pitched because my wife had difficulty hearing lower tones. For 5+ years, I have talked tighter to keep my voice up here so that people can hear me better, but I have noticed over the past year and some, I have been talking more and more, which is my regular speaking voice, which is deeper and rumbler. I am a natural baritone. I'm not a higher pitched person like I normally talk so that people can hear me. I'm normally down like this and lower. So I just noticed that I've been talking like this a lot more. Hey, well, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And with the time I'm at here, I probably have some kind of intro in mind.